Alright, so Majok, when 12 years a slave, why do you think the slaves never tried to escape?
Well, in my experience, I believe, my 12 years as a counselor, it's the mental damage. The slaves were essentially broken mentally. That is why they never lashed out. Because where would they go? In a world full and ridden with racist slave owners, people who didn't care simply because of the color of their skin. That's it.
That was very beautiful, Majok. In my opinion, the slaves never got to escape because they were scared. They were afraid of their slave master and the other white people who would have saw them and found them.
Okay. Amin?
That was nice, Kyle. I'd say that it was kind of rude. I understand they couldn't escape because they had them on lockdown, which means if they tried to escape, they would literally try to cut them out. Like how they showed inside the movie TV show, they show that if you leave, they will try hunting you down and kill you. That's all I got.
It said here somewhere that skin color in itself does not explain racism, and children can quickly develop discriminatory behavior and prejudiced beliefs based on eye color. So, this doesn't really make sense to me because in the movie, people were based off skin color, and for example, Solomon Dorthup was a free man, and the people that kidnapped him, they knew he was a free man, but they still took him, they kidnapped him and put him into slavery, which I'm guessing was because he was dark skinned. Let's see. So how does being a slave owner and owning slaves help them out financially?
Being a slave owner and owning slaves helps them out financially because... Majok, to you?
Oh.
Just get me.
I know. Okay. So if you own a slave, you gotta use them as a worker, basically, the underpaid worker right there. So you can use them to build some houses real quick, shelter and stuff, and they'll get some money, some food, not a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm done. Go to Majok, yo.
Alright, so I think it's because...
I believe that it is because...
buying a slave is sort of an investment that most slave owners make. So they make the investment and they hope that most of them are farmers or they own something that they need a lot of men to help them out. So when they make the investment, they hope that over time, the savings that they make from not having to pay someone to do the work for them, saves them that money and pays off the slave. So that over time, they keep saying slaves forever, basically. So over time, they're making a lot of money in savings, very much money, which helps them out financially.
Now back to Kyle.
Kyle, do you have anything else to say? Add on
What?
about how being a slave owner, how does being a slave owner and owning slaves help them financially?
They make money from the slaves because the slaves do all the work for them. They don't have to do anything. Anything. They pick the cotton, they do all the field work, they don't eat much food, so they don't have to spend a lot of food on the people. They don't have to spend clothes on them, they don't have to buy them clothes, all that.
Alright. Okay. So Majok, how do you think the American slavery, how do you think that affects us today in this world?
How does slave owning?
How did the past affect the present? How do we still see the effects of slave owning in the past today? Oh, Kyle, you got something to say?
I got one. For example, in China, they have sweatshops where little children work in them 12 hours a day, sometimes even more. They sleep 3-4 hours, maybe even 5 hours.
So you're talking about child labor?
Yeah, child labor, slave labor. They're sitting in the factories, the sweatshops, making clothes for us to wear. This was probably made in a sweatshop. This was probably made in a sweatshop. That's my opinion.
This wasn't his Iverson.
Slavery has impacted the world today because it has led to a new generation, leading to racial profiling. On to Amin.
Slavery today, it's just, I'd say it's horrible. He's not even facing me. Yeah.
Yo, my bad.
You shouldn't.
Just Keep going.
Slavery is very, very awful. They still do it today, I believe. Not here, obviously, but I'd say it's basically work that you don't really get 100% paid for. Like for us, it'd be like $1 or $2. You know what I'm saying? Not even. It'd be like 50 cents. Like
Yeah,
enough
right.
for like 10, not even 10 candies anymore. Like 5 candies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nothing less.
You're recording. So I think that the lasting effect that we see with American slavery, most commonly today, is white supremacy. Even though America is a free country and everyone has legal rights, we still see cases where
KKK.
black people are brought down by society. Okay, thank you.
For example, the
And-
Ferguson incident with the police officer.
Yo, I was.
He beat a black man to death.
Oh yeah, he beat Eric. Okay.
Or he shot him, one of the two. I don't know. But a lot of black people die from cops. Back to you, Majok.
Well, personally, I believe that slavery was bad. On to Parvez.
Okay, here. So, throughout history, we see several cases of police brutality, and mostly they're against black people. One case was I saw in the media a couple years ago. I think it was last year. It was Aaron Garner. He was choked to death by a police officer, and most people think it was racial profiling because of his skin color. And we sometimes think it's just that black people are unfortunate and the events always happen to them, but it's kind of hard to overlook the fact that most of the tragic events happen to black people, and most of them are by coincidence. And most people can see that it isn't coincidence.
On to the next question.
So in lies my teacher told me, why do you think that the children thought the teacher was lying when she said that past presidents were owners of slaves? Yes, but you can think about it. Why do you think the kids were like, that's not true, why are you lying?
Back to Parvez.
Okay?
Because
Jock has a point?
historical figures back then tend to be viewed in a more patriotic or well-lauded onto
Yeah. So I think it's because most textbooks they're trying to increase the image of past presidents, and plus they don't have maybe primary sources to back up the facts, I'm guessing. But I think the students were shocked because yes, every textbook they've seen ever has never said anything about past presidents owning slaves. I don't know why it hasn't, but I'm guessing it's because how Majok said that Americans are very patriotic and they don't want to say oh, a famous president of theirs had a slave. So I think that's why they were shocked. But it is true, past presidents did have slaves.
Yep. And
So let's see.
on to go.
Just put it down for now.
Parvez.
No, just
We're editing this so nice.
we'll just trim it.